Let's take a look at Diddy's sentencing. He's been sentenced to just 50 months, that equals to 4 years. But I'm going to tell you the reason why he'll be out in 7.5 months. So here's the final report. He's been charged of transportation, 2 accounts of transportation to engage in prostitution. He must also pay a $500,000 fine. That's 500,000 US dollars. According to a federal district judge, Arun Subramanian, he announced a substantial sentence, quote unquote, must be given to send a message to abusers and victims alike that abuse against women is met with accountability. But here's why a lot of people are so angry that probably he should be given more. It's if maybe they thought it's 40 years other than 4 years. Now, this is according to the federal incarceration time, and I love the fact that it was made easier. So here's a deep dive into how he'll be out of the prison in the next 7.5 months. So 15% of the sentence deducted time that he's already served. So that means it's 15% of 50. It equals to 7.5 months. So 50 months minus 7.5. It equals to 42.5. He already served 14 of that. So 42.5 of that minus 14. It equals to 28.5. Now, there's a day credit that he gets. So it equals to 15 days credit for every 30 days he already served. So up to a year. So that means he only got 50 of 7 months remaining. That means it's 28.5 minus 7, that equals to 21.5. But then the incredible part as well that's really stunning is he has an allowance of 10% home confinement. Let's just call it house arrest. Previously, I think it used to be some sort of being grounded, or some sort of a restriction order where you're not allowed to be in another state or to go beyond a certain geopolitical area. So he has that house arrest that equals to 5 months, ending up with only 6 months. When you do the calculations, that means it's 21.5 or 21.5 minus 11. It only equals to 0.5. So meaning he will only serve 7 months to gain. And by that, there's a lot of credits. I think the American justice system is one of the most incredible ones, but there's so many flaws in and out. He's equitable to FSA credits. That includes now, that means it's 50% of the 7 month times 50, that equals to 10.5 months. So meaning, shockingly, he will finish his prison sentence and he'll be just home in 7.5 months. Good Lord. But if you look at some of the reactions online, and I love that this calculation that was done, it gives you just a little insight on the arrival of 4 years, or literally 50 months, other than, because a lot of people are saying, oh, he should be given more because, and plus, including racketeering, I think there's also blackmail, there's so many things, and drug, and yeah, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritties of those, nasty parts, yeah? But the victims, I think that's when, at this point, they're doing also their calculations, because I believe there'll be countersuits. But what you need to understand as well, Diddy must have been part of this elite community, and you must understand that 90% of the federal judges, or that whole jury, is made up of these elites, and it's hard. Barely will you see another elite passing harsh judgment to a comrade. It's just difficult. It's like the Freemason, and somebody had also tried to explain, if a fellow Freemason or a fella is convicted of something that could maybe make them end up in life incarceration, imprisonment, they will always reduce because they'll always be fair to their comrades. So in fact, this is just an orchestration.